Alice in Wonderland syndrome. You're chilling on your bed, scrolling through your phone, and suddenly, your hand looks massive, like Hulk size, or your ceiling. It feels like it just zoomed 10 floors up. You blink a few times, like that's gonna help, but nope, everything still looks off. Congrats, your brain just hit funhouse mode. This weird glitch is called Alice in Wonderland syndrome. Yes, named after that Alice who chased a talking rabbit and got stuck in a trippy tea party. Here's what's happening. Your brain and eyes are still working fine.
Nice.
But the part of your brain that processes size and space gets a little confused. So suddenly, your surroundings start looking way bigger, way smaller, or just completely distorted. You might feel like your own body's growing or shrinking, or like the walls are breathing. Some people even feel like time is moving super slow or super fast. It's super rare, mostly seen in kids, teens, or people who get migraines. Exploding head syndrome. You're lying in bed, eyes closed, almost asleep. Everything's peaceful. Then out of nowhere, you hear a loud bang in your head. It's like someone set off a firework right inside your brain. You jump up thinking, did something explode? Is the microwave on fire? Is my brain broken? But nope, nothing happened. Everything's totally fine. That's called exploding head syndrome. And yeah, the name sounds like something out of a video game, but it's real. It's a sleep-related thing where your brain randomly decides to play loud imaginary sounds, like explosions, gunshots, or crashing cymbals, right when you're falling asleep or waking up. Doctors aren't totally sure why it happens, but stress, lack of sleep, or messed up sleep cycles could be part of it. You're not actually in danger. Your head won't explode. It's just your brain throwing a random party without inviting you. Foreign accent syndrome. Imagine you wake up one morning, and suddenly, out of nowhere, you sound like you're from the UK, but you've never even been to England. You're like, what's happening? This is called foreign accent syndrome. It's a rare condition where a person suddenly starts speaking in an accent that's not their own. It usually happens after something serious, like a stroke or a brain injury. Even though you've never been to the country whose accent you're speaking, it's totally confusing for them and everyone around them, but it's not something they can control. It just happens because of changes in the brain that mess with the way they speak. Weird, right? Truman Show syndrome. You're walking down the street, sipping your iced coffee, when you suddenly pause and think, wait a sec, what if everyone around me is fake, like literally actors? What if my whole life is a secret reality show and I'm the star, but nobody told me? Sounds wild, right? But some people seriously believe that. It's called Truman Show syndrome, named after the movie The Truman Show, where the main character's entire life is secretly a TV show, and he has no idea. People with this syndrome feel like everyone around them is in on a secret. Their friends, their family, all actors, even random strangers. And every move they make is being watched, filmed, and judged by an invisible audience. Experts say it can be linked to mental health issues like delusional disorders or paranoia. But honestly, we all probably had a moment like this at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling like, is this real life or just Netflix? Capgras delusion syndrome. You're hanging out with your best friend, just chilling, when suddenly they look at you and say, you're not my friend, you're an imposter. Excuse me, you're like, yeah, I've been your friend for years. We've shared snacks, secrets, and awkward school dance moments. But apparently, none of that matters in this wild scenario. Welcome to Capgras delusion, the condition where you're convinced that someone close to you, like a family member or friend, has been replaced by a duplicate or an imposter. Here's what's going on. Your brain is having trouble recognizing faces or matching them with memories, so you start thinking, this can't be my mom. That's just a random person pretending to be her. It's a pretty rare condition and can be linked to certain brain injuries, schizophrenia, or even dementia. But don't worry, it's just your brain pulling a who's that Pokemon moment. Reduplicative paramnesia syndrome. You're walking down the street when you stop and think, wait a second, am I seeing double? Isn't that my house over there too? How is that possible? This is reduplicative paramnesia, a rare syndrome where people believe that a place or location has been duplicated or exists in two different places at the same time. It's like your brain gets confused and creates a weird version of reality where everything is duplicated, even though it's not. That's what these folks experience. Deja vu. You're sitting in your chair, scrolling through your phone, and suddenly, whoa, it hits. You look around like you just stepped into an episode of The Twilight Zone. That exact moment, right here, right now, feels like you've done it before. You could swear you've had this same thought, in this exact spot, wearing these exact socks. But Did you just accidentally rewind your life? You've just unlocked deja vu, the brain's version of playing back a YouTube video. It's like your brain's been secretly recording and decided to loop your current moment just for fun without telling you. Yeah, it's super common. Lasts like 5 seconds, so you don't get too weirded out. It's just your brain playing tricks because apparently even your neurons get bored sometimes. Walking corpse syndrome. You wake up one day and suddenly you feel like you're dead. Yep, you're looking around and you're like, wait, I don't have a heart anymore. I'm a ghost. Sounds pretty creepy, right? This is called Cotard's syndrome, but people also call it walking corpse syndrome. It's when someone thinks they're dead or that parts of their body are missing. Some people even think they don't exist anymore and they just walk around feeling like a zombie, but in reality, they're perfectly fine. This condition can happen because of brain problems, like a stroke or a mental health issue. It's super scary for the person who has it because they truly believe they're dead. But in reality, they're just having a tense case of confusion or delusion. It's a real head scratcher for sure,